How can you succeed as a trainer? How can you succeed in the actual training? Well, you won't know if you succeed unless you know what you're trying to actually accomplish. You've got to know exactly what your goals are for this training you're doing. I think you need to know it. You need to spell it out. The people you're working with need to know exactly what it is. It can't just be, here's an overview on every single thing about this subject that's happened in the last 6 months. That's more of what a professor in a college would teach. But a trainer in the business world, in the modern adult education world, has got to be more focused. So, for example, when someone comes to me for a day of public speaking training, I don't just say, well, you're going to learn how to be more comfortable and everything you need to know about being a better speaker. No. Very, very concrete. I tell them it's about accomplishing one objective, getting your audience to do what you want after you've spoken to them. In order to help you meet that one goal, it's about you building 4 very specific skills. The first skill, looking comfortable, confident, relaxed. The second skill, speaking so that people understand you. The third skill, speaking so that your audience remembers your message, which is typically the hardest. To build us to the 4th skill, influencing the audience to do what we want. So whether I'm working with someone for 8 hours, 2 days, a week, I'm able to sum up exactly what the goals are in 30 seconds. You need to be able to do that too in most situations. I realize there are exceptions to rules. But in my experience, many people who could sum up their goals in a clear, focused way fail to do so. And then you're just lost in this general mishmash of more facts, more data. There's no context for people. They don't know what it's headed to. And if they don't know, that's when you lose them. Nobody cares about you. The people you're training don't care about you. They care about themselves. They don't care about you, at least early in the training process. So what does that mean? What's the impact when it comes to how you train, how you prepare for your training? I believe it means you shouldn't spend a second talking about yourself and your credentials and who you are and your accomplishments until you've delivered real value to the people you're training. Look at what I did in the first lecture. I didn't talk about myself at all. I did try to accomplish several things. I tried to give you an immediate insight that you might not have thought of before. I'm operating under the assumption that you simply care about how can you build the skills you need to be a better trainer and to train other trainers. I think that's a great assumption to have anytime you're training. People spend a lot of time worrying about credibility. How do I establish my credibility and my authority? You don't do it by standing up and giving them your resume at the beginning of the course. You do it by quickly demonstrating value, giving value, and helping them right away, and getting them to think in a way that's perhaps a little bit different than what they've thought of before. There'll be plenty of time to talk about me and you later on.